Hello everyone, this is Douglas E. Welch and welcome back to another episode of In the Garden from A Gardener's Notebook. Today we continue our Splurge on Spring with Monrovia. They offered us up a few new plants for our garden to regenerate it for spring, and today I finally got around to putting them into the ground. To refresh your memory, we got this black satin blackberry, and we also got a red seedless grape. Now these are both going behind our little mini greenhouse where there was a small strip of land that hadn't been used before in the garden. It had been hidden behind an old garden shed that used to sit on this site and was used only for storage of wood and pots and other things. So I figured I'd fit it up, add a little bit of garden soil like you see here, add a little bit of fertilizer, turn it all over, and get my plants into the ground. I picked this location because we have this large expansive wall here that I think will be perfect for growing the grapes and the blackberries up against. I do have to take some time to add some wire supports to this wall. I'll probably be adding 3 levels, and since the plants are planted fairly close together, I'm actually going to be training them to grow away from each other up on this wall. This was such a small area, I didn't even bother pulling out my little electric cultivator to turn it over. And since the land had not been used before or walked on, it was actually really easy to work in the new garden soil and the fertilizer which I added. A few minutes later, I brought the blackberry over, knocked it out of its pot. Everything looked really good. The roots were really well established, the plant itself looked very healthy, so I think it'll get a good start here in the garden. We're really looking forward to having more food available here in the garden, and this works perfectly with our other efforts to raise potatoes, strawberries, onions, and more. Then it was time to get the grape in place in the same area. You can see the tight space I'm working in here. I had to pull the mini greenhouse forward a little bit to give myself a little more working space back here and also for the plants to grow. Thankfully that was very easy. It's a very light structure and we just unpegged it, slid it forward, and then repegged it down again. Once the grape and blackberry were in place, I top dressed the area with some more garden soil. I'll probably come back and add some mulch, leaf mold, or some other top dressing here just to help the plants out and help to retain moisture, especially as we head into our hot summer months. The blackberry is already showing flowers, and hopefully that is a good sign for big harvests to come. And here's the finished area. You can see it's a rather tight space, but I think they'll have plenty enough space to grow. We'll keep an eye on these in the coming weeks here on A Gardener's Notebook. To give you a view of where these plants are going to grow onto, here's the huge 10-foot wall behind our property. As I said, I'm going to be adding some wire supports here for both the grapevines and the blackberries. There's plenty of space for them to grow and to spread out. I'm going to pull the grape to the left and the blackberry to the right, and perhaps even up on top of a nearby shed. That's it for this episode of A Gardener's Notebook. I hope you enjoyed it. For more information, you can always visit the website douglasewelch.com. There you'll find links to A Gardener's Notebook as well as everything else that I do. For more information on Monrovia plants, visit the links in the description. Until next time, keep on digging.